People are saying that your upcoming fight is a step down from your last fight. What response do you have to anyone doubting your reasons for taking this fight?
You know, as far as the 140-pound weight class, I basically cleaned the weight class out. I beat the best of the best in the weight class. They said Lucas Matthysse was the best in the weight class. I beat him. You know, I beat Amir Khan in the weight class. I beat a lot of top fighters. So I think this guy, he had the most credentials to face me as my next opponent. He's beat a champion in my weight class before. He's beat Ruslan Provatnikov. He's the champion in my weight class. He's fought Mike Alvarado in a tough war. He faced good fighters. So, like I say, there's no easy fight in boxing because, you know, I got to come prepared. I know he's going to come prepared, and I got to go in there and get the job done March 15th.
What made you decide to take this fight back to Puerto Rico?
I thought it was very important for me to either get a fight in Philadelphia, where I was born and raised, or in Puerto Rico, where my heritage, where my parents were born, with my blood. And I think Puerto Rico was Showtime. My manager, Golden Promotions, thought that Puerto Rico would be a great idea to take for the weather and, you know, reach back out to my heritage, my people.
Do you think you have more to prove in this fight because you'll be fighting in front of your bloodline?
You know, I feel like every time I step in the ring, I got something to prove because I'm the champion. And being a champion, you got to go out there and give a great performance and show that you're a true champion and show that people want to come watch you fight. So, you know, there's always a little pressure being a champion, going in there and have to give the fans a great fight. But I'm ready, and that's what I do, man.
Can you speak on the importance of having a strong amateur background before making your professional debut?
I think an amateur background is very important. I had 120 amateur fights. I was 107-13. My dream was to go to the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. Unfortunately, I fell a little short. I was the alternate. I was still going to go to Beijing, but I wasn't going to compete, so I decided to turn pro. But I think an amateur background is very important. Mostly all the champions today, like the best champions, have a good amateur background.
Can you tell me how you got the name Danny Swift Garcia?
Oh, it was just one day. I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I was walking in the gym. You know, I'm just a kid from the streets. I try to dress cool. You know what I'm saying? I had the Mesquite shirt on with the paint on it, and I used to spar the pros a lot when I was young. And I walked in the gym one day, and there was this guy. His name was Lenny DiVittoria. He was about 4-0. He's a local fighter. And he pulled me to the side. He was like, "I got a good name for you, man, because you always dress cool, and we can't hit you, and we pros." He was like, "I'm gonna call you Young Swift." And ever since then, it's just like, it's been a wrap, yeah.
What about your next opponent, Herrera, do you think is a threat?
I know he's hungry. This is his first championship fight. And I know how he feels because when I fought Morales the first time for the world title, I was so hungry, man. I was running hills. I was eating rocks, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, he's determined. He wants to be a world champion. Like, it's a big thing to be the champ of the world. And he's finally getting his opportunities, but I know how he feels. And at the same time, I know how it feels to win the title, and I know how it feels to keep the title. This is my 5th title defense.
You fought some big names in your career, Matthysse, Morales, Khan, Zab Judah. I've seen a lot of your fights. Can you speak on the experience that you gained from beating these big names and veterans in the game?
Oh, man, it's a lot of experience, man. I think that Morales fight, like the first Morales fight, when I first fought for the title, you know, I learned a lot from that fight because he does a lot of things. He's been in there with a lot of great champions like Pacquiao, Herrera. So it's just a lot of tricks that he did that I couldn't train for it because I never been in that position. And you know, he tested my will. He you know, it was a great learning experience.
What are your predictions for March 15th when you take it to Puerto Rico?
March 15th, my prediction. It's just gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I always train for the knockout. I always try to knock somebody out because I know that's what the fans want to see. They want to see somebody get knocked out. That's when boxing was at its biggest point, when Mike Tyson was knocking everybody out and stuff. So at heart, I'm a knockout fighter. I like to fight. But you know, if it don't come, I'm gonna go in there and still give the fans a 12-round boxing match.
You've been in some big fights and taken some hard punches from some really skilled opponents. Given your experience, do you think that Herrera can actually hit you with something that you haven't felt before?
You know, there's different things for different fighters. Some fighters have speed, some fighters have power, some fighters have experience, some fighters have, you know, something different. So I'm always expecting something different because I'm facing a different fighter. But as far as power, I don't think nobody can hit harder than Lucas Matthysse. Yeah, he's a strong fighter. Yeah.
I noticed there's a poster hanging in your gym with Herrera's face that has an X marked out in tape. Can you explain why you did that?
Yeah, we asked all the opponents out. We asked him out. We asked Khan out. Khan's X'd out. We had a Morales one, but I think it got lost. We asked him out. We just asked all the opponents out because you know it's my time.
Do you have a kill or be killed type of mentality?
I mean, it's boxing. You got to. You got to go in there. It's it's nothing personal. It's personal, but at the end of the day, like if he can kill you, he will. So my job is to try to kill him first.
Explain for the fans what a day in the life of Danny Garcia is when you hit the gym.
In the gym, well, I can give you a whole day. As far as the training camp, because it's really not that much, but hard work. I wake up in the morning, I go jogging. I run about 3 or 5 miles, and I go back home. I eat a little bit. I rest to the gym. I come to the gym at 5 o'clock. I come in the ring. I come in the gym. I jump rope for about 20 minutes. Then I shadow box for another 20 minutes. Then I hit the pads with my dad for about 10 rounds. Then I hit the bag for about another 20 minutes. I hit the speed bag for a certain amount of minutes. And then after that, 3 times a week, I do conditioning with my conditioning coach. So sometimes my training sessions last about 3 to 4 hours. I'm in here just from 5 to 9, just pushing it. I spar 3 times a week. I spar on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Usually Tuesdays my first sparring session, so I'll probably do about 6 rounds, and then Thursday I'll probably do 8 rounds, and then Saturday we'll do 10 or 12, depending on how close it gets to the fight. But through the whole camp, I like to at least spar 10 rounds at least 4 times, and I like to do 12 rounds at least 1 time. I already know I can do 12 rounds, but it's always a mental thing that you can do it in the gym than in the fight.